guys, it's Christine, also known as Ivy Winter. Thank you for joining me for another Disney video. This is it. This is the last one of my fast passes you do not need at each park. And if you've seen the other ones, then you know which one this is. We're going to be talking about Animal Kingdom today. Now, it's pretty obvious which ones you do need or should be focusing on from the get-go. And that is your two Pandora rides, Flight of Passage and Na'vi River Journey. We are not here to talk about what you should get. We're here to talk about what you shouldn't get. The first thing to remember is Animal Kingdom does have tiers, much like some of the other parks do. So, Flight of Passage, Na'vi River Journey are in tier 1. You will only be able to get a fast pass for one or the other, and that's it. You'll have to wait in line for the other one if you want to do both. Or try to catch that last fast pass after you've used all of your previous ones. That said, everything else in Animal Kingdom is in tier 2, and there's definitely some you do not need a fast pass for 100%. My number one, you do not need a fast pass for this ever, is it's tough to be a bug. You just don't. This attraction is like the previous ones I've talked about that are, you know, it's a full auditorium, like 3D show, so it is only as long as the run time for it. And there is a huge waiting area outside of the doors that you will likely always be in. I have not in years seen a line that extended outside of the immediate area where all of the doors are that let you into the auditorium. Not since, I don't know, Animal Kingdom first opened. You will not need a fast pass for this. The most I've ever seen the wait on it in a really busy day was posted 20 minutes, and I actually went on it once when it was around 15 or 20 and still got on in 5 minutes, so I don't know what that was about. But the chances are that you're gonna walk on in 5 to 10 minutes. Do not waste a fast pass here, not only because the wait is not going to be that long, but I honestly just don't think it's an attraction that is worth your fast pass. The second attraction that I really don't think you need a fast pass for is Rivers of Light. Again, big amphitheater, outdoors, you have a lot of space to walk in and sit, and the fast pass section is a good seat. I mean, kind of like how we've talked about Fantasmic, but I don't think that this show is anything spectacular and worth the fast pass. And also, it's really funny because it's so open and in the middle of the lake. Some people don't even sit in the auditorium. You can actually catch it from like one of the bridges, I think, going across to Asia. I mean, you're seeing it from the other side. But my point is, I don't think that you need a fast pass at all for this. I've never seen a super long line for it as of recent. Like when it first opened, sure, because everybody wanted to check it out. But every time I see the show, even in passing, that auditorium is not even close to filled. So I would not use a fast pass there at all. And of course, my most hated ride, I think, in all of Disney World that for some reason has a fast pass option, I guess it's popular with younger kids, but don't do it, guys, is Primeval World. You don't need to use a fast pass for Primeval World. It was actually funny because Rob and I did use one on that because we had an Animal Kingdom morning where we kind of hit all of the things that we wanted to do, and we were just going through and picking like anything that was available. So we fast passed it and went on it, and we hadn't been on it in years. It is not a very good ride. It is very short. I understand if maybe a younger kid really wants to go on it, maybe. But again, this ride wait time, I've seen around 30 minutes most. I have a bias that I don't like this ride, so of course I'm gonna say don't get a fast pass for it, don't even ride it. No, that's terrible. If you wanna ride it, but I don't think that you need to waste a fast pass for it. Save that fast pass for Dinosaur, which is a great ride, and often, especially like middle of the day, can have a pretty long wait time. And then lastly, this is kind of like a toss-up for me, and it's more of a personal thing, but I'm sure people would disagree. I'm not big on doing fast passes for Festival of the Lion King or Finding Nemo the Musical, because again, I always have that mindset of like, we're in a huge like amphitheater, auditorium, I'm gonna find a seat. But I can see how it would be beneficial for people who, one, don't want to have to line up early to get a good seat or care about getting a good seat. You know, I've been a person who sat kind of in the back for the Lion King and felt like I was just fine with that. But if you want to be that family that's up in the front, you want a chance to have your kids pulled up to do the little like parade in the Festival of the Lion King. You want to be one of the people who might get chosen to do the animal noises, then yeah, you want to get there like as early as possible to get those front row seats. So this, I think this is more of a subjective thing and how much you care about having like the perfect view of a lot of these shows. But the brilliant thing about these shows and how these theaters are built is that no matter where you sit, you're gonna have a pretty decent view. Like, are you gonna see every little thing? Maybe not, but you are gonna have a pretty decent view and enjoy yourself no matter where you're sitting. So for me, it's never been a big thing to rush to a show early or get a fast pass, but I feel like this can go either way. So it's really up to you and how much those shows are important to you. Those are my fast passes. I don't think that you need an Animal Kingdom. You know, definitely save them for things like Everest and Dinosaur and Kilimanjaro safaris. So I would love to know what fast passes you think are not worth it at Animal Kingdom. Is there something that I said that you're like, man, I always get a fast pass for that? Or is there something I didn't mention that you think I should have mentioned that you just don't ever bother with a fast pass? I would love to know in the comments below. If you liked this video, then like it. If you like me, you should subscribe because I make videos every single week. And I don't know, I hear from people they're helpful. So if you want to see more of this, definitely subscribe. Thank you so much and have a great rest of the day. Bye.